On Maple Street, in a quiet American town where families rushed through life and worries filled every home, there lived a woman who carried something rare, a calm heart. People said she had a way of turning storms into sunshine. Her name was Emma Brooks, a retired school librarian in her late 70s. Short white hair, cozy sweaters, soft wrinkles that came from years of smiling. She lived alone in a small white house with blue shutters. Her husband had passed away long ago. Her kids moved across the country, and most people her age had given up on joy, but not Emma. Every morning, she sat on her porch swing, sipped her tea, and greeted anyone who walked by with the same warm phrase. "Choose a good thought today." Some people laughed, some rolled their eyes, but everyone felt lighter when she spoke. Across the street lived Emily Turner, a young mother of two, working a stressful job and barely making ends meet. One morning, Emily rushed out the door, hair messy, eyes tired, bills in her hand, and collapsed into tears on her porch steps. Emma noticed and crossed the street slowly. "Emily, honey, what's weighing you down today?" Emily sobbed. "My husband lost his job. Rent is past due. The kids are sick again. Every day something goes wrong. I feel like life is against me." Emma sat beside her, and in her gentle voice she asked, "What's the story you tell yourself when things get hard?" Emily sniffed. "That everything will fall apart, that I'm not strong enough, that something bad is coming." Emma nodded knowingly. "That story you're telling, who taught you to think that way?" Emily stared blankly. "No one, it's just how I feel." Emma smiled softly. "Then let me teach you something new," Emma began. "When I was younger, I rode a city bus every morning to work. One day, the bus broke down and everyone on board started complaining, except one woman. She looked out the window and said, 'Well, at least I have time to breathe today.' Everyone stared at her like she was crazy. But she kept smiling, and do you know what happened? The people around her began to calm down. Someone cracked a joke. Someone offered gum. Suddenly, the whole bus felt lighter. That woman didn't fix the bus. She fixed the energy around her. And that day I learned, life isn't about what happens, it's about what you choose to see in it." Emily shook her head. "But Emma, how can thinking positive fix my problems?" Emma leaned closer. "It doesn't fix the world, it fixes you. Your thoughts decide your emotions decide your choices. Your choices decide your future. If you start your morning with 'I'm doomed,' your whole day becomes heavy. If you start with 'I can handle today,' you walk differently. You speak differently, you think differently, and your life slowly begins to change." Emily whispered, "So, what do I do?" Emma handed her a small paper note. On it were 5 words. "Today I choose a good thought." Emma said, "Say this each morning, not because life is perfect, but because you deserve peace." Emily tried it. The next morning, instead of crying in the bathroom, she placed the note on her fridge and said out loud, "Today I choose a good thought." Then she made breakfast, dressed her kids, and went to work with a small spark in her voice. For the first time, people noticed a different energy in her. Days turned into weeks. Emily found part-time work. Her husband got interviews. Bills got paid one by one. Did everything become perfect overnight? No, but Emily felt stronger, calmer, braver, because she had learned that peace begins with thought, not circumstance. Neighbors began noticing the change in Emily. She started smiling more, and then one morning, a letter arrived. Her husband had found a job. He had saved money. He was sending it home, and he was coming back soon. Emily ran all the way to Emma's house. He wrote back, he found work. Money is coming. Emma smiled softly. "You see, child, when we open the door for light, light finds us." Soon, the villagers heard about Emma's words, and her wisdom spread. People came to her with fear and left with hope. She never gave them money, never gave them solutions, never gave them magic. She only gave them one lesson: think good thoughts and good will find its way. Because life will always bring storms, but a hopeful heart always brings sunshine back. Emma never asked for credit. She simply sat on her porch swing, sipping her tea, watching hope spread from house to house. because sometimes one quiet person can change an entire community just by changing one thought at a time. In life, we cannot control everything, but we can control the stories we tell ourselves. Change your thoughts and you change your future. Start today, choose one good thought, and let your life grow from there.